talking to JD Simo, young and upcoming guitar player in town. Is this your main?
Yeah, this is my favorite. This is 62 Gibson 335 with the PAS, patent applied forward.
Right, now did it used to have, what was going on here?
It had a Bigsby. That's the affectionate snake bite.
Was it off when you got it?
No, I played it, and immediately because it has these inlays.
Right.
It wasn't a dot neck.
Right.
Being a huge Clapton fan,
right.
Immediately I looked at it and I'm like, you know, that's a Bigsby away from being a Wheels of Fire guitar.
Right.
And I bugged him about taking that off. And when he did, the guitar just came alive. And you know how it is. I mean, some guitars like them with it, some of them don't. It's an imperfect science.
You're doing sessions around town.
Yeah, yeah, and that's been great. The whole indie rock thing is kind of going well at the moment here.
Right.
And I do a lot of that, like at weird, funky, like there's this really great place called Fry Pharmacy Studios out in Hermitage. It's awesome. It's an all analog place, and it's, you know, it's great because I'm a huge Yardbirds fan and all that kind of thing, and so it's, you know, they let, you know, I've gotten to have a lot of fun with fuzz boxes.
Speaking of,
yeah, right.
We have the fuzz face right here.
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix.
That's a 70.
That is a 70?
Mm-hmm.
You use it much?
I use it all the time. It's one of the only pedals I use. I don't really use any pedals, but that's one of them.
Dallas, Arbiter, England.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a good one, man.
You got a real one.
Yeah, they all sound different.
Yeah, I had a reissue. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a real fuzzy.
Well, you know, you'll be surprised, man, because that one, I used it last night.
It's got a bit more tone to it. Were you using that last night?
When I was playing slide.
You were?
Yeah.
So great.
So, thank you.
Maybe I should reinvest.
We'll plug that in and you'll have some fun with it. Because it's
it's
cool, yeah. No, I like fuzzes, and I have a bunch of old wahs, you know, Clyde McCoys and stuff like that. Well, a bunch, 3.
And how many old Marshall amps?
5 at the moment.
Which are what?
There's 300 watts, various ages, but they're all kind of made.
Are they from the hand-wired era, though?
Yeah, they're all from the late 60s and early 70s. My favorite of which is a purple 1967 100 watt super lead. And it's got I believe it's the Drake transformers, and that's the
that's the one that has.
Yeah, that one. I mean, that's Wheels of Fire.
Is that like what Jeff Beck?
Yeah, that's Truth, and you know, I mean, that's and then of course small box 50s, small box 50 watters like Dwayne Allman used. The bass ones are great, and I have a really nice 69 one of that I love. But there's a certain backbone, especially because I don't use any effects.
Well, they sound historical.
They do. They're just amazing. You plug a great guitar into one of those, and it's just there. It is.
Game over.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Yeah.
But you can't always do that, you know, if you're like on the road with a country act or something like that.
This is true.
Do you do any of that?
I haven't done any. I haven't done any since I moved to Nashville. I, you know, was starving and was about to go back home. And one thing led to another, and I got the gig with Don Kelly, who you saw me with last night.
How many nights a week do you work?
4, for 4 hours.
And then you pick up sessions.
Yeah, and so that's been the majority of my existence.
Right.
And
what's a good start?
With Don, you know, it's being the only lead instrument.
Right.
You know, you just play to the point of not wanting to play. To the point of wanting to play rhythm or something.
Oh, yeah. Like I'm burning myself out.
Well, I mean, you know,
I'm tired of hearing myself.
You can only take so much of yourself. Sometimes you just want to go.
Oh, I know.
You know, I moved here right before I turned 21. I was 20.
And you're how old now?
I'm 26.
Wow. Yeah.
And
play your ass off.
Thank you, man. Well, coming from you, it means a lot.
Best 26-year-old I've heard in 6 weeks.
See what $5 I gave you? Over the course of the last several years, I've tried a million different types of endeavors to do something of my own, and nothing ever really worked or felt right or whatever. And then I met Frank and Adam, and you know, we've become a band.
Yeah.
You know, we're together at least 3 times a week.
Is it original material?
Yeah, it's all original material.
Are you going to be playing anywhere around town?
Yeah, we're playing We just played the Mercy Lounge 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and we're doing the basement again in the middle of April on a Saturday night. I'll let you
You're gonna
know.
have your 100-watt in the basement?
I'll have a 50.
Okay,
because
that's more like it.
well, no,
That's a little place. You know, that room sounds pretty cool, though.
it does,
I like
and you know we've played there now 6 or 7 times, and I've used the 50-watt full stack every time.
With no problem.
And it's been and it hasn't been at all. Well, you know, because the other thing that's interesting, and not to get all whatever, because I mean you know this,
Yeah.
but it's like, you know, these work.
So you're like Derek Trucks.
You
You
know.
just got a tuner in line.
I don't even have a tuner. This thing does not go out of tune.
Really?
No, I can play a 2-hour gig on this and it won't go out.
Well, now I heard you last night.
Huh?
Sure. No.
Yeah, right. No, that's the other guitar.
That's a different guitar.
This one is great. This one, the E might go slightly flat, and I'll hear it and I'll tweak it. But
So you don't even have a tuner in line?
no.
I mean, I'll put a tuner in line. That's about it. Actually, I've got a little distortion pedal that I use. So.
Which one do you like?
Guthrie Trapp turned me onto it. It's kind of modeled after he says it's modeled after a Nobel's.
Oh, those are great.
I was using one of those, something rock. What's it called?
Oh, the Boxer Rock.
Boxer rock. I was using that.
Yeah, that's very popular here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And
those
that-
are great too. But I mean, you got those
But
great
this
amps.
one, I like this one better. It's just, you gotta keep it on all the time too.
Yeah, and you just work your.
And I just work my vibe.
Yeah.
And the tone actually improves the tone even
There you
as
go.
long as I keep saying it's work.
Well, there you go.
It's the first distortion pedal I've done. So that's all I use. I've sold a lot of stuff, but the main amps that I've kept is I kept my deluxe reverbs like this. This would be a 60.
That's a 66.
Yeah, mine's a 61. I got a 65 and a 64. And then I kept my old Gibson GA20 amps that are
Oh,
early
the
50s.
Rock Cougar amps. Yeah, man.
I got 2 of those.
Yeah, go figure, right?
Yeah, go figure.